Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Red Star.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Well, five at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just three in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
Substitutions taking place.
And this is Hullet.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong and absolutely gifted.
DiMarco, driven in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Messi. Davids for Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hullet, and Hullet!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Messi. Tries one from range! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Hullet. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! Oh, crossbar! There it is! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Space for him to turn and look. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And that's a dangerous ball. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Dumfries. That is ended up in no man's land. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision. Cristiano Ronaldo. It is a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Messi plays it short. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Goes down, but nothing given. Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way. Rijkaard. Kimmich is the team's great visionary. Now it's Hullet. Approaching the half-hour mark. And that's going right the way across. And it's DiMarco. Silvestre made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Red Star making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's the chance to counter. Davids. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And this is Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. DiMarco. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's tidy. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. DiMarco. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. DiMarco. Silvestre. Now it's Messi. And here's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped
There
it.
will be 1 minute added time.
Dumfries. Oh, that's a key interception. Davids. Kimmich. Messi. And he's lost Messi! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. The whistle's gone and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How would you review the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Red Star can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
So the action resumes.
Red Star definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Dumfries chasing after it. And here's Messi. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Sends it crossfield. That has not gone well.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Hullet. And it's Hullet. And that's a chance, surely! And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Bayer Leverkusen appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That's the throw. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today.